Next 5 minutes, Senator Bovey.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and Madam Chair. And it's lovely. I'm over here, Minister. Welcome back, and it's lovely to have you here again. I have another question regarding eligibility requirements for the Canada Emergency Rent Subsidy. In the backgrounder, which accompanied this legislation, one of the eligible entities mentioned is art schools. And that's obviously a very broad term covering many aspects of the teaching and training of all the arts, music, visual art, and theatre. My question is, could you please define what the government has in mind and what your definition of art school is? And then I have a quick follow-up.
Okay, well, thank you for that question, and thank you for the attention to detail. We have, as I said in my opening remarks, you know, I think when we think about this support, we're mostly thinking about businesses, but we have also been clear that we want not-for-profits, charities, to be covered as well. In terms of the specific definition of art schools, I saw Andrew shuffling his papers, and maybe he's going to feel happy to go into more detail there.
Yes, thank you, Minister. As a point of clarity, the criteria is a registered charity or a non-profit organisation. So if an art school was either of those, it would qualify. So there's no definition. I think it was given as an example to explain as opposed to a definitional issue.
That's very helpful. So let me just ask one quick, I think I have a minute, one quick question about individual artists who are self-employed businesses and their studio rents. Are those, do they get assistance under this rent subsidy?
I think I'm gonna start, and I'll let Andrew continue. It would depend on how they are registered as a business, but Andrew, do you want to go into more detail?
I think you would have to look at the particular circumstances, but generally speaking, if it has a payroll account, which probably wouldn't have in the example you gave, or a business number with the CRA, then it would be potentially eligible.
Studio assistants. Thank you.
You still have 2 minutes, Senator Bovey.
Well, then I'm going to ask you a business question dealing with the arts. As we know, many commercial art galleries across the country have been forced to close down because of COVID, and one of the big issues is that artists have lost opportunities to sell works. So I'm presuming that as they're registered businesses, that commercial galleries can be seeking rent assistance?
Absolutely.
Honored to take all this back to my constituents from coast to coast to coast. Thank you very much, and I've asked my questions.